Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is KAON Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Disney's Gargoyles Demona Ultimate Action Figure as made by Neca. I know this is a far cry from the bots I normally show off, showcase, and review. But every so often, I like to at least go ahead and throw, you know, a different thing to review every so often. So here we are. And believe it or not, I wound up picking this one up. I think it was through Macari. So shout out to the gentleman or lady that actually had this and I was able to buy it from. And I've had this for quite a while, as basically I just been playing catch up with a lot of my reviews recently. So I figured let me go ahead and do this one as well. Now, for anyone that has seen my reviews in the past, I've also brought up Goliath as well as Eliza Masa. And, there they are. I really wish I had kept up with buying these figures because, I mean, they are pretty good, though there are certain issues that I did have with them, especially with Goliath, that they didn't give him his draped wings. You had to literally have to get another figure in order to get that, which kind of sucks, really. But, hey, there we have. And something tells me I think Demona's going to be the same way as well. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box. All right, and here we have the great illustrated box art. You have close-up of Demona in her figure form. Another close-up here. Across the back, you see some great product shots as well as all the other figures that will come in this line or have come in this line. So you have her with, you have her with her snarling face, weapon, the grimoire, and another weapon here. Then, of course, you have Goliath, who you've already seen. I want to say Brooklyn, Hudson, Lexington, and Bronx. I think that's Bronx. Or is the dog like one Bronx? Someone tell me. I'll probably post it at the end in post-production. But in addition, you also have full shot of her in figure mode, and then of course, you have the tail, different hands here. Two weapons, the grimoire, her snarling face, and of course the wings are in the back, if you can see them. But yeah, there she is. Still in the box, so we're going to go ahead and take one more look at said box. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get her opened up. All right, there she is out of her box and ready to wreak some havoc. And wow. Now, this one, for some reason, despite the weight of the wings, she is pretty easy to pose. Again, I really wish they had packaged her folded wings that she can use like a cape, like in the series. That would have made, especially putting this figure on display, a lot simpler. But yeah, she came with a lot of accessories. Here we have, I'm going to start off with this one, the grimoire. Already opened up and ready to go. Go ahead and close that up. And it's got some really good, really nice design on here. And of course, it's all made of heavy plastic, so yeah, not too bad. The next thing are her assorted weaponry here. Not sure what kind of weapon this is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to do a lot of damage. And then, of course, you have what I can only assume is a type of missile launcher of some kind. But there she is. Now, I did try earlier, as you will see in the photos I will be displaying, I did try to go ahead and put, or at least, at least put her with both weapons, but it doesn't look like it shows in the photos on the back of the box. It shows her holding the weapons one at a time, so she can't do like, both weapons at the same time. And then of course you have her hands. She's got a couple of, looks like weapon holding hands. This one here, and then this one, I'm not sure, but it's kind of splayed out. Then you got her kung fu fists. And then I had, in the last image, I had her, I had her with this face here. And I actually really like that. Though I won't keep her in that because she does have this alternate face here. And that's this one where she's nice and calm. Very, very nice. So, yeah, not too bad. So, I'm going to go ahead and show off a few images as well as bring out, Goliath and Eliza for a comparison. All right, and here I have Demona by herself, and I wanted to show off her articulation. So her head is on a ball joint, and the face does come off, as you saw in some of the earlier shots. As you can tell, she is very tight. She's got upper bicep rotation. She does have double jointed elbow, but oh my god, it is like, there we go. It is like pulling teeth trying to get this to bend over 90 degrees. And yeah, trying to get her hand on her hip. She does have waist rotation. Her legs can go up about maybe 85 degrees, can kick back, but not a whole lot. She does have a double jointed knee as well. But again, it is difficult. So she does, her foot can't tilt. She does have toe bend as well, as you can see. So yeah, very, very nice. Now, one complaint that I do have is because of the weight of these wings, getting her to stand is, yeah. And I do want it to have her on her toes, but they tend to, like I said, because of the weight of the wings, they tend to, they tend not to stay on there, as you can see. So, trying to get her into that fashion pose. So, there she is. So, I'm going to take a few more shots, and I'm going to... Really? Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons why I really wish NECA had packed the alternate wings on there. So as you can see, I'm trying to get her into that fashion pose, but she is really tight, and I noticed that a lot with Goliath and Eliza, and that will pretty much take away a couple of points, but we'll see. But all in all, she's not a bad looking figure, but as I stated earlier, I really wish they had packed her folded wings in there to make it a little bit not so cumbersome. Because these are good if you got a lot of space, or if you're going to be, having them in, like in flight poses and stuff. Okay, great. But yeah, not for just to put on there, because those wings take up a lot of real estate on the shelving. So, but I still got some more, to do a couple of comparisons with Goliath and Eliza, and I'll be right back. All right, and there is Demona against Goliath, and yeah, you can tell the height difference, right off the bat. And here we have Eliza against Demona, but of course, I kind of wish she had her service revolver or her service weapon for this figure. That was something that NECA had really dropped the ball on. I think they did have, holding hands to where she can hold a weapon, but they didn't give her one. So I'm going to see if I can try and find a third party to do that, as a matter of fact. But yeah, there she is. And one final shot. Something like they're all playing nice, I guess, before they parted ways and whatnot. Or I should say, Demona and Goliath. So there they are. So I'm going to go ahead and take some additional shots for the end cap, and I will be right back with my final thoughts as well as my score. All right, we are back, and thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. Now here we have Demona, all bar lonesome, back in her fashion model pose, and it's not bad. It's a stylized version of the character design from Gargoyles, and I really hate to sound like a broken record, but you've already know my opinion concerning, the need for the additional wings. Again, I really wish they had packed this with the figure originally, and the articulation is. Yeah, I think I mentioned it with the other two reviews of Goliath and Eliza too, or Eliza, however her name is pronounced. It's not bad, but if I have to give it a score on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm gonna go ahead and give her an 8. Again, it's for the very same reasons that I had mentioned earlier. But that's my take on this figure. And that's my score. However, I want to hear from you. Have you picked this figure up when it was first available, or like at places like Ross and such? Because I am seeing them there as well. But again, have you picked her up? And if so, did you like her? Did you hate her? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. As always, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post up new videos. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.